Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Remember when Michael Jordan's name alone could sell out anything overnight? Well, now there's a new force rising, Caitlin Clark, a sensation shaking up basketball and making WNBA veterans nervous. And it's not the summer heat causing the sweat. It's her latest deal, one that echoes the legendary impact of MJ himself. With her skill, confidence, and rapidly growing influence, Clark isn't just another star. She's becoming the face of a new era in basketball. Think about the icons who changed entire sports. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. Athletes who didn't just play, they made entire countries tune in. And soon, that conversation may include Caitlin Clark. But here's the real power move. Caitlin Clark isn't simply endorsing products. She's redefining basketball culture. Her groundbreaking partnership with a billion-dollar global brand has the sports world buzzing. This isn't just another sponsorship. It's the biggest basketball brand collaboration since a young kid from North Carolina signed with a swoosh and changed sneaker culture forever. Today, the spotlight belongs to Clark, dominating on the court and winning off it, proving she is not just a player. She is a business powerhouse. And stick with us, because before we finish, we'll share encouraging words from Jordan himself and reveal a wild basketball statistic that links both MJ and Clark in a way almost no one knows. Ready? Let's dive in.
It was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
But let's be clear, she's not just good. She's phenomenal. To understand just how historic this moment is, look at this. Wilson, the official game ball of both the NBA and WNBA, has chosen Caitlin Clark as the first woman in history since Michael Jordan to receive her own signature basketball line. That alone is enough to make some legends uncomfortable. You can almost feel Cheryl Swoops grinding her teeth as this news spreads, especially considering she's been talking about Clark more lately than celebrating her own iconic legacy. Caitlin is now being placed side by side with Michael Jordan in the world of sports marketing. That's not hyperbole, this is history. And these aren't your standard PE class rubber balls. Wilson crafted a luxury-level collection, white and gold finishes, laser-etched detailing, and design elements honoring Clark's greatest milestones. The Threes Up ball celebrates her fearless, logo-range shooting. The Record Breaker captures her domination on the stat sheet. The Crowd Maestro honors what may be her greatest power, turning every arena she enters into a sold-out Beyoncé-level spectacle. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's redefining what a superstar in women's sports looks like. On the court, in business, and in culture.
It's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
Wilson couldn't even keep up. Tens of thousands of Caitlin Clark signature basketballs vanished in under 40 minutes. Faster than it takes Aya Wilson to fire off a cryptic tweet. This wasn't some quiet rollout. It was a cultural eruption. The kind of frenzy you'd expect for a new iPhone drop or a Travis Scott merch collab. And just when the hype seemed impossible to top, Clark did it again. She launched an entirely new collection, this time with a major grocery chain. Yes, you heard that correctly. Caitlin Clark is hitting sneaker-level sellout numbers in a supermarket. Her influence isn't just big, it's unprecedented. She's blurring the line between sports culture and everyday life, showing that her name alone can move products anywhere, from hardwood courts to aisle 9.
The first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
The Caitlin Clark ripple effect is shaking the WNBA to its core. Her rise isn't just a personal victory. It's rewriting what's possible for female athletes everywhere. Clark isn't just cashing checks. She's ripping up the old endorsement playbook, forcing brands to rethink who deserves the spotlight, and leaving some of the league's loudest critics on the outside looking in. Now let's talk numbers, because numbers don't need defending. Caitlin Clark's games are averaging 1.8 18 million viewers. More than triple the WNBA average. She's not just raising the bar, she launched it into orbit. A rookie, tripling the league's audience, before she's even hit her prime. Think about that. We always knew Clark was marketable, but few expected her to leapfrog global icons. Yet here she is, sitting on brand lists above Messi and Ronaldo, selling out arenas and breaking the internet weekly with viral clips. Arenas are filling. TV ratings are rewriting history. A women's basketball rookie is becoming a cultural event. Fans who didn't even know the WNBA existed last year are now rearranging their weekends just to catch a fever game. Why? Because every time Clark steps onto the floor, she doesn't just play, she puts on a show. She's a one-woman ratings engine, and an economic boom wrapped inside a three-point shot. She's pulling in crowds who've never watched women's basketball before. To Gen Z, she's a role model. To boomers, she's a modern Larry Bird, only now equipped with Instagram, TikTok, and 24/7 highlight reels. Middle America is backing the fever like they're the NFL. And everyone wants to be part of the phenomenon. Well, almost everyone. Because somewhere in the background, a few bitter veterans are still trying to figure out how one player stole their spotlight, without even trying.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time with the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee.
While players like Dijon Carrington spend their days subtweeting Caitlin Clark and questioning her rise, Clark is busy doing something far more productive, building a billion-dollar empire. She's aligning herself with Wilson Sporting Goods and joining Michael Jordan in an exclusive club that now has just 2 names. Criticize if you want, the numbers will always be louder than the noise. And this is only the beginning of her story. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the legends. Mike Breen, the undisputed voice of NBA basketball, delivered one of the highest compliments possible by speaking about Caitlin Clark in the same breath as the game's royalty. That's not hype, that's basketball canon. Clark is doing for the WNBA, in ratings and visibility, what Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Steph Curry have done for the NBA. That alone places her impact in historical territory. And make no mistake, this isn't just about her performance on the hardwood. Caitlin Clark has transformed from the best storyline in basketball into a global marketing force. Industry analysts now rank her as the 4th most marketable athlete on the planet. Not just in women's sports, not just in America, globally. That puts her ahead of entire leagues and above international icons. Meanwhile, a few bitter veterans remain stuck tweeting from the sidelines, still trying to understand how Clark passed them in relevance before ever saying a word about them. Let it sink in. Caitlin Clark didn't just leapfrog players. She leapfrogged marketing departments, PR teams, and decades of stagnant promotion to become the face of the most explosive movement in women's sports. Because of her, the WNBA is entering true primetime. For the first time. Expect bigger sponsorships, national TV expansion, sold-out arenas, and a new place at the global sports table. The future of women's basketball is brighter than it has ever been, and Caitlin Clark is the one leading the way.
When you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark. That is a
Not everyone is cheering for Caitlin Clark's rapid rise to domination. While she smiles for the cameras and rewrites the business of basketball, a quiet tension is building behind the scenes. Clark isn't just another rookie. She's a superstar with real leverage, and that's creating friction across several WNBA locker rooms. Think about it. A first-year player steps into the league, shatters 62 records, pulls over 1 million viewers per game, and sells out arenas like she's Taylor Swift in high tops. For any league, that should be a dream come true. But instead of celebration, some vets have answered with elbows, eye rolls, and cryptic Instagram quotes that say more than they ever will out loud. The contrast between Clark's meteoric ascent and the reactions of a few long-established players exposes a shifting reality. Women's basketball has changed, and Caitlin Clark is the one forcing that change.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
The WNBA was built on toughness, grit, and unity. A league where players fought year after year to elevate a sport that the world too often ignored. Then Caitlin Clark arrived, and suddenly the spotlight shifted. Cameras followed her. Sponsorships followed her. Viewership exploded. To some, it almost looked like she skipped the line. But what her critics refused to acknowledge is simple. She earned her place. And the tension surrounding her rise isn't just found online in passive-aggressive tweets or cryptic quotes. It's felt on the hardwood. Opponents have gone at Clark with extra force. Chest-to-chest confrontations, hard fouls, and a level of hostility that goes far beyond rookie welcome. It looks personal because for many, it is. Some players are battling a chip on their shoulder the size of a salary cap, frustrated that one rookie is reshaping the league's economy and attention in real time. That emotion, admiration mixed with envy, now fuels every game she plays. This new atmosphere reveals something bigger than basketball. Caitlin Clark hasn't just joined the WNBA, she has changed it.
For Caitlin Clark, on a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. Steph Curry is behind her.
So what's really fueling the bitterness? The truth is uncomfortable. Caitlin Clark is enjoying what most veterans never had. Deals worth millions. A spotlight brighter than anything the league has seen. Cultural relevance that stretches far beyond basketball. For players who spent years grinding in empty arenas, it's hard not to ask, where was all this when we were rising? It's a fair question, but blaming Clark misses the point. She didn't steal anything. She created demand the league never captured before. Even Charles Barkley, never one to sugarcoat, jumped into the conversation. He slammed the jealousy surrounding her success and called out the wave of negativity aimed her way.
She's doing, rating-wise for the WNBA, what Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry have been doing for the NBA.
The uncomfortable truth. Caitlin Clark didn't break the system, she exposed it. Her success is shining a spotlight on the flaws the WNBA has tried to keep in the shadows. The pay gap, the lack of mainstream marketing, and a league that struggled for decades to connect beyond its niche audience. Clark didn't create these problems. She simply proved what happens when someone finally moves the needle. Want a reality check? Her official WNBA salary is just $76,500. Yet her endorsement earnings are projected to exceed $11 million in a single year. That isn't just a pay discrepancy. It's a contrast so extreme it feels like a glitch in the matrix. And because of her rise, the clock has run out on excuses. Clark is forcing a reckoning, one the league can no longer delay, hide, or downplay.
Idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists.
Okay.
To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pro?
Little girl wants to grow up and play in a league where you're targeted like that. How do you sit here and profess and demand that everyone take women's sports seriously when you can't even take it seriously enough to not act like a junior high queen on the court? It's stupid. It's so dumb. It looks like a soap.
Indeed, the financial landscape of the WNBA is undergoing a seismic shift. The idea of a multi-million-dollar female player has moved from fantasy to headline news. For this new wave of talent to truly elevate the entire league, the WNBA must embrace the change, not resist it. We're at a pivotal moment. Caitlin Clark's success is forcing the league to adapt, innovate, and evolve. If veterans remain stuck in a mindset of why her, instead of asking what's possible now, they risk being left behind as the game evolves around them. The choice is clear. Embrace this new era or watch the sport grow without you.
A lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks. That's who Caitlin Clark is.
Just when it seemed the Caitlin Clark phenomenon had peaked, a pivotal voice entered the conversation: Michael Jordan. Until that moment, Jordan hadn't weighed in, but his remarks about Clark shifted the narrative entirely. His endorsement didn't just validate her meteoric rise. It amplified the conversation around her influence and potential, sending shockwaves through the basketball world. For women's basketball, this was more than praise. It was a historic moment, cementing Clark's place as a transformative force in the sport.
Out against that, she got people paid, she got better travel arrangements, she increased the ratings and the revenue, which obviously the WNBA benefited exponentially because now you got a $200 million deal. All of these things being considered, you damn right, it is appropriate that she got Athlete of the Year. She is special, and she's...
Let's break down that defining moment. Michael Jordan, the undisputed GOAT, the man whose sneakers once drove entire economies, publicly gave Caitlin Clark an unmistakable seal of approval. This wasn't a casual compliment. Jordan expressed genuine admiration for her impact on the game. He highlighted the thrill of watching young players dribble with Clark's signature basketball, a moment that mirrors how generations once emulated his own moves. This wasn't flattery, it was a torch passing, from the iconic Jumpman to the queen of the three-point shot. But Jordan didn't stop there. He made a striking proclamation. The WNBA owes Caitlin Clark recognition for everything she's doing to elevate the sport. Think about that for a second. When Michael Jordan himself tells a league to take notice, it's not up for debate. It's a command to listen and act. Few understand what it takes to revolutionize a sport better than the man who made basketball a global phenomenon. His words mark a historic turning point, signaling that the future of women's basketball is now inextricably tied to Caitlin Clark.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama. Because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama because they're jealous.
This moment is monumental. When the most iconic figure in men's basketball endorses a WNBA star, it shatters the outdated idea that women's basketball is secondary. Michael Jordan didn't just call Caitlin Clark a standout in women's basketball. He declared her exceptional in basketball, period. That distinction is revolutionary. And if you needed proof beyond words, consider this staggering statistic. Caitlin Clark and Michael Jordan are now the only two rookies in NBA and WNBA history to average at least 18 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals per game in the playoffs. This isn't just impressive, it's historical. Clark isn't walking in Jordan's shadow. She's standing step for stat for step alongside him. With Jordan's endorsement reverberating across the basketball world, and her jaw-dropping stats backing it up, one thing is undeniable. This isn't just the rise of a new WNBA star. This is the emergence of a transcendent athlete, one who is reshaping endorsements, redefining possibilities, and rewriting what women in sports can achieve. Caitlin Clark isn't just making waves. She's creating a tsunami of change across the athletic landscape.
These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan, they cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they...
Caitlin Clark's impact is already rewriting the playbook for women's sports. She's not just the star of her team. She's the cornerstone of a marketing revolution. Brands aren't just investing in her. They're reimagining their strategies entirely around her. Unlike most athletes who spend years building influence, Clark is constructing her empire in real time. This isn't a fleeting hot streak. It's a movement in motion. As she dominates on the court, fills arenas, and lands global endorsement deals, the question is no longer if she can maintain momentum, but how far she can elevate the league alongside her. We're not just witnessing a rising star, we're witnessing a phenomenon accelerating in real time. And the best part, Caitlin Clark is just getting started. Do you agree? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.